Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite _UK. Subscribe to the channel to discover Cam Roigard and the modern number 9 revolution.
Cam Roigard and the shift in modern rugby thinking, when the no-9 position starts to redefine the game. In modern rugby, the role of each position is changing faster than ever. Traditional patterns, where the number 10 is the absolute creative hub, are gradually being reshaped by the speed, versatility, and decision-making ability of players in what used to be considered support positions like the number 9. Cam Roigard is a clear example of this shift. But to fully understand his value, we need to place him in a broader context: New Zealand's tactical system, the historical evolution of the scrum-half role, and even the debate over whether an individual can reshape an entire team's structure.
1. Cam Roigard, not just a traditional scrum-half. Cam Roigard is not simply a pass-first player. He represents a new type of number 9, not only distributing the ball, not only controlling tempo, but also directly applying pressure through running and attacking breaks. The key difference is that Roigard does not fully rely on pre-existing structures. Instead, he can create structure through his own decisions. This makes him a tactical variable rather than just a link in the system. In his standout match against France, scoring 2 tries and continuously driving attacking momentum reflected not only individual skill, but a broader trend. The modern number 9 can be a primary source of attacking disruption. 2. The shift in All Blacks' tactical thinking. The New Zealand national team has long been built around control from the number 10. Legends such as Andrew Mertens, Dan Carter, and Beauden Barrett represent a familiar model. The number 10 is the central playmaker, while the number 9 serves that structure. However, Roigard's emergence is beginning to challenge that model. Some analysts suggest he could change how New Zealand operates, where the number 9 is no longer just the first passer, but an instigator of pressure. This is a major conceptual shift. Previously, the number 10 dictated tempo. Now, the number 9 can share or even take control of tempo. This creates a more flexible, but less predictable system.
3. Legendary perspectives, caution and expectation. One of the most interesting aspects of the Roigard discussion is the divide among former players. Stephen Donald offers a balanced, cautious but open perspective. He does not rush to place Roigard alongside icons like Aaron Smith, but he recognizes his potential impact on tactical structures. Donald focuses less on reputation and more on how a player affects the structure of the game. Meanwhile, Mills-Muliaina goes further, suggesting Roigard could force New Zealand's entire tactical system to adapt. This difference highlights an important reality: when a player is special enough, the question is no longer how good is he, but how much must the system change to fit him. 4. The shift from number 10 to number 9, a small revolution. In rugby history, the number 9 has rarely been seen as the main creative hub. However, modern systems, especially France's style, have changed that. Players such as Fabien Galthy, Morgan Parra, Dimitri Yakvili, and especially Antoine Dupont have turned the number 9 into a dual control role, managing tempo while also creating disruption. Roigard is being placed in the same category. If New Zealand truly adapts its system around him, it would mark a major tactical shift from a linear model to a multi-point creative structure. 5. What makes Roigard different? Roigard's reputation is built on 3 main qualities. 1. Decision-making under pressure. He does not panic when structures break. Instead, he often creates solutions. 2. Direct running ability. Rather than simply passing to maintain rhythm, he can break defensive lines himself. 3. Spatial awareness. He consistently appears in the right place at the right time, one of the most important traits in modern rugby. Jeff Wilson has emphasized that Roigard's biggest strength is his game reading and patience. This shows he is not impulsive, but someone who understands the rhythm of the match. 6. Tactical question: can New Zealand shift its system around the no? 9. The key question is not how good Roigard is, but is New Zealand willing to change its long-established tactical model? Historically, the All Blacks have prioritized stability at number 10 as the main control hub. However, when a number 9 can accelerate tempo, break defensive structures, apply direct pressure, then redistributing control becomes logical. Dave Rennie is mentioned as someone who could adapt the system to fit players like Roigard. This opens a new possibility: a dual playmaking axis system instead of a single central axis.
7. Lessons for players and fans. 1. No position has fixed value. Roigard shows that traditional roles do not limit individual potential. 2. Thinking matters more than positional labels. It's not where you play, but how you influence the game. 3. Patience is a tactical skill. As Jeff Wilson notes, Roigard waits for the right moment. That's what separates good players from elite ones. 4. Systems must adapt to people. Strong teams don't just shape players to fit systems, they adjust systems to maximize exceptional individuals. 8. Broader lesson for development and mindset. Roigard's story is not just about sport, it reflects a wider principle. Difference makers are often those who subtly but effectively break patterns. The best systems are not rigid, but adaptable. Individual value increases when discipline and creativity are combined. Most importantly, excellence is not just performing a role well, but expanding that role in a way that benefits the collective. Cam Roigard is not only a rising talent in New Zealand rugby, he is a symbol of a new trend, where the number 9 is no longer a supporting figure, but someone who can step into the center of tactical structure. However, this does not mean he has surpassed legends like Aaron Smith. It simply shows that rugby is opening a new layer of evolution, and at that level, the key question is no longer who is the best, but who can make the entire system change to adapt to them.
Goodbye from Scrum Masters Elite_UK. Cam Roigard proves that the new Scrum-Half is reshaping the game. See you in the next analysis.